Hello, Royal Writers family. It's me, Miss J, Executive Director of the Royal Writers Organization. Today I will share with you one of my favorite storybook collections. It's called the African American Children's Stories. You can find it on Amazon. As you see, I've lost the cover because I have had this book for over almost 18 years now with my firstborn, and I've had 4 children since then, and we've all loved all of the stories inside of here. And this is actually my second copy of it. So if you can get your hands on it, do. It's full of great stories, great songs, and what I love most about it is that it has traditional stories that have been passed down from generation to generation. So I hope you enjoy the stories as much as we do, and I'd like you to sit back, get comfortable, and grab your favorite pal and get ready to travel to a land and a time long, long ago. Our first story is called The Magic Bones, adapted by Jan Walls and illustrated by Leigh Toldy. Are these pictures great? Beautiful. All right. Once there were 3 brothers who lived in a land that was very dry and where not much food would grow. One hot day, the youngest brother became sick, and the 2 older brothers took him under a shady tree to get well. The baobab tree with its big leaves will heal him, they thought. After 3 days and 3 nights, the youngest brother still did not feel better. The older brothers left the sick brother all by himself. The sick brother cried, "Please don't leave me," but they left him anyway. One day, the youngest brother began to feel better. He made his home under the baobab tree and built a big box with branches and thorns to catch food. He put the box near a village. When he returned the next day to see if he had caught food for dinner, he saw that an old man was trapped in the box. "I know you are hungry," said the old man. "I have some magic bones. Throw the bones and make a wish." The boy threw the magic bones, and suddenly cassava plants appeared. As the boy ate the tasty cassava, the old man said, "I will soon die. My name is Jamba Jimbira, which means jumping drum. When I die, I will leave the magic bones to you. Just take the bones to a grassy field, throw them, and say my name. After you throw them, you will get whatever you want." Then the old man died. The boy found a grassy field, threw the magic bones, and called out Jamba Jimbira's name. Then the boy said, "Let there be a large village and plenty of food." Right before his eyes appeared a large village full of people, and there was lots of food for everyone. The villagers called the boy Jamba Jimbira. The 2 brothers who had left their youngest brother under the shady baobab tree heard about the chief named Jamba Jimbira. They traveled to his village to speak to him. "Jamba Jimbira, we are hungry," they said. Jamba Jimbira gave each of them a bowl of milk and asked them to drink. "Have you forgotten me?" Jamba Jimbira said to the 2 brothers. "I am your youngest brother." When the brothers heard Jamba Jimbira speak, they began to cry. "Oh, brother, we missed you," they said. Jamba Jimbira forgave them and said, "You can live in my village, and I will give each of you wives." After months of living in the village, the 2 brothers wanted to be like Jamba Jimbira and rule a village. We are the older brothers, they thought. We should rule a fine village. If we can find the magic bones, we can become chiefs. While Jamba and Jabira was away from the village, the two brothers found the magic bones and wished for a village all their own. They also made their brother's village disappear. When Jamba and Jabira returned and found out what his brothers had done, he started to cry. Caleb the rat and Ngabi the great hawk saw this and said, Jamba and Jabira, stop crying. We will help you get back the magic bones, but what will you give us in return? Anything you wish, replied Jamba and Jabira. Caleb said, I want lots of nuts. And Ngabi said, I want chickens. The rat ran and the hawk flew to the village of the two brothers. Caleb crawled into the largest house in the village and quietly dragged out the bones. One of the villagers saw him and shouted, The chief's magic bones are being carried away by the rat. Then Ngabi swooped down and flew away with Caleb. The villagers shouted, Well done! They believed the hawk would eat the rat. But Ngabi carried Caleb and the magic bones back to Jamba and Jabira, who was filled with joy. Jamba and Jabira threw the magic bones and said, Let there be nuts and chickens for Caleb and Ngabi. Jamba and Jabira threw the bones once again and said, Please return my village, and may the village of my two brothers disappear forever. Jamba and Jabira's village returned, and everyone danced with joy. The brothers' village had disappeared, and no one saw or even heard of those two brothers ever again. The end.